Hey young artists, this is Nate with Blue Barn Art Studio. I am so excited to draw something with you today. I thought today, since we're celebrating food and art, or at least with our live classes which are going on right now, I thought we would celebrate that as well by drawing something food related. So today we're going to draw a little chef. This little chef is going to be our logo, which is this little paintbrush character. So he's going to be in his chef gear getting ready to cook something fun. So I thought, let's draw him as a chef. So anyways, grab your art supplies. Let's get started. All right, so here's the art supplies I'm going to be using today. I've got my colored pencils, which you could also use markers or crayons, whatever you want. I've got my paper. I've got also a pencil. You could use whatever kind of pencil you like. I'm using a regular pencil. Then also I've got a marker for my final lines. You could use dark pencil. And then also a kneaded eraser, which is really handy, which you could buy at like an art supply store. All right. Okay, so to get started, we're going to need some construction lines, kind of like a construction builder. They start out with some lines that we can get rid of later, but these lines are going to help us know how to draw this little art food monster or little chef. Anyways, we're going to start with some light lines. This guy, he is a paintbrush, so the top of him is going to be kind of a paintbrush shape. So I'm going to just start with some light lines, and I'm trying to draw, anyways, top of him is going to kind of be, it's going to be hidden under his hat, but it's going to be kind of like a teardrop shape, like a really wide teardrop shape. Anyways, he's wearing a big floppy hat, so right on the top of him, I'm going to draw like a couple of like rectangle-ish kind of lines going away from his head. This is kind of like a droopy rectangle. Anyways, the top of his hat is going to go just kind of flowing out the top. Just kind of keep these lines really light and flowing. I push really light because if I don't like a line, I just change it. Anyways, I think I'm good with the top of there. Okay, then let's give him a little light line right here, like a target line for where to put his eyes, so I make sure they match up. And then I'm going to give him some oval eyes. 1, 2. If I really wanted to make him a monster, I could keep going. Just give him more and more eyes, right? That'd be kind of crazy. I'm going to stop. Anyways, then I'm going to give him like a little half smile. Well, we'll finish that later with markers. You could do it with pencil if you want to. All right, then the bottom part of him is going to be kind of like this rounded off triangle shape. Most of it's going to be hiding, so on this part I want to push really light. Anyways, there's the top part of that. Okay, and then our little chef, I want him folding his arms, which that might sound really hard to draw, but we could draw someone folding their arms with a couple of simple shapes. It's kind of a to make somebody look like they're folding their arms, kind of like proud. We're going to draw kind of these two ovals that are kind of pushed up against each other on one end right here. See how they look like they've been pushed into each other, and so they're kind of changing their shape a little bit. Anyways, that gives us the look of somebody folding their arms. And then down here, he's going to have an apron, so I want to do a little rectangle or square kind of a shape down here to remind me of that for later. Anyways, I think I've got my construction lines where I want them. So now we're just going to start kind of markering it out. Whenever I use markers, sometimes your hands, when they're dragging through, can smudge it. So I like to start in the top and then move my way down, or you can start in the middle and then kind of spin your page and work your way out. But I think I'm going to start up here. I'm just going to work from the top to the bottom. I'm going to do some little lines right here to show that it's fabric. I'm going to stop right at this line as I'm doing these lines. You'll see in a second why. Or maybe you figured it out on your own. Anyways, his hat's right there. That's why. Okay, so there's the top. There's his hat. Now for the face. There's one eye. The inside of his part's going to be another oval, like this. Then I need to give him a highlight. Because things that are wet are shiny. And here's his little eyebrow. Then I'm just going to do some little light lines. You could always change how you draw him if you want to do it a different way than the way I'm doing it. Alright, once again, I have a couple of other ovals inside there. Some highlights. And fill in the space in between. Alright, then let's give him his little mouth. Give him some little monster teeth. Alright, and then right here at this bottom part, I'm going to kind of have a broken line. So see how it doesn't connect all the way. That's just the way I like to do it. You could do it your own way too. Alright, and then let's make sure it looks like a brush by giving him some lines up here, some brush lines. Alright, this little collar. Do these lines over on the side. A couple of lines going across to show that it's a collar. Alright, these lines are going to stop right where that circle is, or the top of that arm shape, because now it's time for the arms. Now for this arm, I'm going to start on this top line and then I'm going to swoop down. So right here, this is going to be kind of his shirt. Then this bottom line will just follow that line that we made earlier. Alright, and then once again we're going to follow along with this top one. And then instead of going all the way down and just connecting them, I'm just going to make another little part where it looks like a sleeve hanging open. Like that. Do the bottom part of his apron. Give him a little pocket. Alright, and then we need to give him the outside of his sleeve on the other side, right? Start right here and then swoop around. Look like the top part of his sleeve. Anyways, these are just kind of little details. You don't have to do all of them if you don't want to. So, All right, so let's do these lines over here and then finish off the bottom part of paintbrush. All right, he's looking pretty good. I think I want to make him look, his outline look a little bit stronger. And so I'm just going to kind of trace along all of my outside edges with my marker just to make those lines a little bit stronger. You don't have to do this part if you don't want to. All right. Okay, now I'm done with my outside lines. So I'm going to finish up that by lightly erasing my construction lines that we put in first. All right, looking good. Now it's time to add some color. So you can either follow along or color it your own way. All right, here we go. All right, young artists, I hope you had fun drawing this little artist chef with me. I had a lot of fun drawing it with you. I hope you're able to explore fun new ideas with art and food and how they interact. And as you're going through your week or your days, yeah, explore your ideas. Fill your sketchbooks and yeah, draw your dreams. Anyways, I hope you have a great week. See you again next time.